Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Brandie Channail coming to you with another video. I know it's been a long time, but no excuses. Life is just happening. So, you know, I miss you guys a ton. Real quick, my natural hair really needs to be washed. So if when I zoom in or anything, you see some stuff floating around, just disregard it. I need to wash my hair, which I'll probably do tomorrow. Anywho, me and my husband and my baby have an event to go to tonight. We have a church musical to go to. So I'm going to do a little chit chat, get ready with me, kind of let you know where I've been, what we've been up to, type video. It is going to be featuring the Bad Habit Cult Mania palette. I'm super excited about this palette. I did post in the community tab. You guys saw that I'm really excited about this palette. This is a dupe for the Pat McGrath Mothership, I think 5 palette, which when I saw, I thought it was gorgeous, but it's also $125 and your girl is just not going to be able to do it. So this is the closest thing I'll ever get to the Pat McGrath Mothership palette, and I really want to play with the red that's in this palette, but I'm going to church, so I don't want to be too over the top, so I'm probably not going to do that today. But I can guarantee you'll probably see more than 1 or 2 looks with this palette, because I'm really excited to play with it and see what it can do. But anyway, we're going to do a full face. I have started, my eyebrows are already done, so we're just going to do everything else, and hopefully this won't be too long of a video because we got to get out of here. It starts at 7. It's 5:51, so let's see what we can whip up right quick. Let's start with our complexion. I'm going to prime my face. I'm just going to use my Prestige primer and ready. My Prestige primed and ready all over my face. This is a silicone-based primer, so it just makes everything smoother. And then I'm also going to take my Cover FX blurring primer and then put that on the areas where my pores appear to be a little larger, which is just on my cheek area. But anyway, guys, so what I have been up to. Well, you know, I told you that I had a huge announcement to make, and I attempted filming a video a while ago to let you guys know what it was, and it just fell apart kind of, so that never got to you guys. So you're still probably wondering what's going on with me. Well, I'm pregnant. I am actually 22 weeks pregnant with our baby girl, and she is due in April, and we're super excited. We've always wanted a girl, and so God saw fit to bless us, and we are really excited about it. So that's where your girl's been. I've been super tired. It's been hard for me to try to stay consistent with the tired stages of pregnancy and all of that. So, but for foundation, I'm going to go in with this Nars. Which one is this? Nars Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation, and I am in the shade Morea. And I'm just going to take that on my Morphe S94 brush. I'm just going to do 1, 2, 3 pumps, because that first pump is kind of dry. Let me throw that in the trash. Well, that might make it. I don't know. Anyway, I'm just going to use a couple of little pumps, just that much. And I tend to like my foundation to be a little darker than my actual complexion, so that when I add on my powders and stuff like that, it looks normal. So if you're wondering about my foundation shade, that's what that's about. And I always just take it on my eyelids just to blank out any discoloration that I might have in my eyelids, on my eyelids. Just to make everything a blank, even canvas. And again, I'm not going to do more than that because I don't want a ton of makeup on my face. Just want it to look pretty and kind of a blank, like just even. So there's that. See that? It's kind of hot in here, so I hope I don't sweat this makeup off before it gets going good. Like, what the heck? Hot in here. And then for concealer, I'm just going to go in with my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind, and I'm in the shade Golden. And I'm just going to use that to conceal and highlight the areas of my face that I want to brighten. I'm going to take it up on the sides of my nose and under my eyes, of course. Match that nose just a taint, and then my forehead. You don't need a ton of foundation on your forehead unless, of course, it's your problem area. But you conceal and all that, so you don't really need a ton of foundation up there because your concealer is going to go up there as well. So there's really not a point in overdoing that too much. I'm using the same brush as my same foundation brush because I don't want it to be too highlighted, and the residual foundation product that's on here will kind of calm some of the lightness down. Lightness, you know what I mean. And then for my eyes, again, I just tap the concealer on top too. That's also going to act as my primer. Of course, now I do my makeup a little more efficiently when I am doing it because ain't nobody got time. I got kids to get ready and stuff, so I need to work smarter, not harder. Forehead, blend that out. So there's that. I think that looks really good. I like this foundation because it looks really natural. It's not drying or anything like that, which is perfect for this time of the year. You know, when it's a little cold and the weather can tend to be a little more drying outside. You don't really want your foundation to be matte. This is just regular Ben Nye banana powder that I have put into another container. This is a dry beauty sponge, and I'm just going to set my under eye and everywhere that I highlighted with powder. Gonna get the sides of my nose really good. Hope I don't forget to put my nose ring in. And I'm kind of going to leave the bake under my eye because I haven't used this palette, so I don't know if there's any fallout or not. And I don't want to have to completely redo my makeup if there is. Gonna go just, I'm making such a mess with all this powder. Just under my chin like that. I mean, my under my cheek like that. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Kind of carve out that contour, you know. And set everywhere else. So there's that. I have powder everywhere, literally. And then I see Makeup Shayla doing this. I'm just going to make sure that the sides of my nose are clean. My powder is already setting into my face. So I'm going to put a little bit more. And then again, I'm going to wipe that just to make sure it's precise. Okay, so now that we got that, let's go in with my Fit Me Loose powder in the shade Medium Deep 30. And I'm just going to use this as my all over face powder because my MAC is somewhere else right now. So I'm just going to use it around my mouth and around here and my forehead because I don't really need to bake on my forehead. That's where I tend to be dry, so I don't need to bake. And I'm just patting this in to my skin. That's all I'm going to do there. And now I'm going to bronze and contour a little bit with my Hoola bronzer by Benefit. take this angled Fema brush that I got from out of either BoxyCharm or Ipsy. And I'm just going to bronze up my skin. I don't want it to be too harsh, so this is perfect for me. This shade is perfect for me. And I'm not being too precise with it, just kind of playing with it a little bit. And same with my nose. Want a little snatch, not too snatch, but a little bit of something. Okay. Bring all that together. And then I'm going to take that same brush that I used to set my whole face and brush off this bake underneath here. Kind of marry everything together. Alright. I'm going to go oldie but goodie. This is Wet n Wild Pearlescent Pink. And this is the original Pearlescent Pink from Wet n Wild, not the old packaging. And this is a dupe for Nars' Orgasm. Has a little bit of shimmer in it. I'm just going to rosy up those cheeks. Y'all, I love blush, so if you think I'm overdoing it, I may be for you. But I love it, so I goes in, honey. Take it on my forehead, tip of my nose, chin. See that color? Isn't that pretty? I feel like you can, you can have too much. I was about to say you can never have too much blush. You can have too much, but I just love this blush. Ooh, so pretty. Anyway, so with my natural hair, y'all, I'm getting bored, and so I kind of want to try a silk press. If you've had a silk press, comment down below and tell me what you think about it and if you think I should do it. I have really, really fine, finicky hair. And so I'm really scared that it will, I'll lose my curl pattern and stuff, which I'm not here for. My eyelids are starting to crease because I forgot to set them with that powder too. So I'm going to do that real quick. Okay, so there's that. This is what we look like so far. I'm going to go in with a Lorac Spotlight highlighter. A lot of people don't talk about these, and I don't know if they still sell these or not, but Lorac's highlighters are so good and so pretty, like beautiful highlighters. And so I'm just going to go over my cheeks with that. And then, of course, I'm going to go in with my blush brush again after this to kind of tame everything. But I didn't dust off my nose bakage. And I'm going to do the tip of my nose and the bridge. Cupid's bow. I may do a little cut crease situation. I've been into that lately only because I'm trying to perfect it. So. Forehead. My forehead is looking really textured. I don't know why. Anywho. So there is that. See that? Isn't that pretty? Oh, so pretty. So underrated. Their highlighters are gorgeous. Anywho, there is that. Now it is time for the star of this show. And that is going to be... Oh, I said I was going to... Excuse me. Said I was going to go in and kind of tame my highlight a little bit. I don't want to, though. That's good enough. Anyway, the star of this show is the Cult Mania palette by Bad Habit. I'm so excited. Look at how beautiful this is, y'all. Look at, I don't want to blind y'all with the mirror. But look at this. Hold on. Look at this. My lighting is doing absolutely nothing for this palette. It is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. This little information card just kind of tells you how to use the palette. It tells you that there are 6 pressed powders and 4 baked powders. And you'll want to use the baked powders for best application with your finger. But let's just talk about this packaging. Bad Habits packaging is really, really good. This palette was $24. I ordered it from Bad Habit during the Black Friday sale. I got 25% off. Plus, I had over $10 in points. So I ended up only paying $7 for this palette, which I was saving my points up just for this palette. And yeah, so I'm super, super happy with it. This is what it looks like. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pressed powders. No, yeah, pressed powders. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 baked powders, which are kind of like glitters. And so they say the best way to apply those is with your finger. So this red is the one that y'all, I want to use it so bad, but I don't want to charge people too much. I don't want them to, think I'm snatching edges and stuff. I don't want to do all that. So I'm going to go in with this first shade right here in the middle, which is Volatile. And I'm going to use that as a transition shade. And I'm going to use that my Wet n Wild blending brush. And I'm just going to take that on my crease. Oh, let me zoom you guys in a little bit so you can see a little better. Is it focused? Okay. And I'm just going to dust that in the inner corner. This is kind of like a, it has a hint. It's like a warm brown, but it has a hint of red in it. And I'm just using that as a transition shade. Just going to do the other eye really quickly. Super pigmented. Easy to blend though. It's not patchy at all. It just glides right on in there. So there's that. I like the shade. This is pretty. And it's blending it very nicely. And a little more on this side. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. So I kind of want to build up from here. I'm going to take the same brush and then I'm going to go into this deeper brown shade right here that's called Madness. They kind of look similar on camera, but in person you can tell it's a deeper shade. I'm just going to take it and I'm going to go just below, kind of right in my socket and on the outer V with that color. See the difference? See the dimension it gives? It's pretty. I'm going to do the same on the other eye. And then a little bit on the outer V. Ooh, that's pretty. Okay. So two very distinct colors and they blend pretty nicely together. It's not like muddying together. Like you can tell there are two distinct colors here. I know a lot of times with more inexpensive palettes, all the colors tend to kind of run together and blend together. And I'm not experiencing that with this palette. I am going to switch brushes after this though, because this one is a little too fluffy and I want to be able to get a little more precise with some of my applications. So I'm going to go into this Luxie 249 brush. It is a dual-ended brush. I'm going to take my beauty sponge, and because I'm sweating a little bit and I wanted to absorb that sweat. But it's a dual-ended brush from Luxie. And this end of the brush is kind of like a pointed, fluffy brush. I'm going to go in with this deep plum shade. It's called Insomnia. And I'm going to put that on the outer V. Just going to stamp that on and carry it inward. Oh, that is a beautiful color. Oh my gosh. I'm just stamping it on. Very pigmented. Look at that. Very pigmented. Stamping that on and carrying it a little closer in. My little bang is getting in the way. And now I'm going to turn the brush this way at an angle and just kind of carry that deep purple over into my inner corner. Just kind of blend it in. Okay, just like that. And with the blending side of it, I'm going to try to blend it out. Just a little bit. I really, 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 really like that. Okay, so I think I'm going to cut my crease. And to do that, I'm just going to use some concealer. This is the Smashbox Studio Skin 24-Hour Concealer. And I'm just going to go right in with the wand and cut my crease. It's not a super precise cut crease, but it's going to give the effect that I want. And I'm going to do the same on this side. I actually like using my concealer wand to do my cut creases because I feel like it can follow the shape of my eye. And it doesn't let me overdo it. So that's why I prefer to do it this way. And now I'm just smoothing everything out. Going over it. And I'm going to take my finger just to kind of pat that concealer and blend the edges. So it's not too sticky and tacky. Just like that. See that? Okay. Makeup wipe to get this concealer off. And next I want to go into, so I'm scared to go into the baked shadows because I think they're going to be super, super intense. And I don't really want to go for super, super intense since I'm going to a church event. So I think I'm going to go into this shade right here called Angst. It's a little, like a brown, it's a brown, like taupey brown color. And I'm just going to take that on a Vintage Cosmetic Company brush and see what that looks like. If y'all can hear the little one, he and his daddy are in there getting ready. So that is a lot darker than I thought it would be. I don't know why I thought it would be a little bit lighter, but I'm going to put oh, so pretty though. I do really like the quality of this palette. It's supposed to be a different formula from the regular Bad Habit eyeshadow palettes, which I've featured on my channel before with the Aura palette and the Arabesque palette, which I really like those formulas, but this one is better. I do agree that this formula is better and it does perform better. I mean, they did a really, really good job with this. I'm just going to take that original blending brush and blend the edges of that cut crease into that purple. Dip a little more into my brush, into my palette, and kind of there's a mirror down here if you're wondering what I'm looking at. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, that's pretty. That's pretty. Now for my inner corner highlight, I'm going to take the color Somatic, and I'm going to put that on my inner corner, and I'm also going to put that on my brow bone. I'm going to put it on my brow bone first. Comes off a much different color than I expected it to. This is coming off more of a golden color, to be honest. Huh. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that. I don't know if you can see it. That's interesting. So that's not light enough for my inner corner. So for my inner corner, I'm actually going to go into this Frenzy color, which is one of those pressed, not pressed, what is it? Baked powders. And I'm going to just put, see, they're very glittery. I'm going to just put that on my inner corner like that. I'm out of focus, I think, guys. I'm sorry. There's that. And this color is so pretty. This color called Hysteria, you can't really see it and the camera is not doing any justice to it, but it is, oh, hold on. I don't know, but it's super gorgeous. I kind of want to take a little bit of it and place it on top of this. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my goodness, it's gorgeous. Oh, it does something. It just does something. Oh my gosh, okay. And I disagree. I think it's working very well with my brush. Okay, so here we are, guys. This is where we are so far. This is like, this color right here, this Hysteria color, like I said, it's not giving it any justice on camera, but it is looking like MAC's Blue Brown. Oh, it's so pretty. So pretty. I'm just going to go back in with my blending brush and kind of soften those harsh lines from my cut crease. And blend in my brow highlight. Do that with my finger. That is, ooh, okay. So the only color that I did not use, the only 3 colors that I did not use were Delirium, Outrage, and Fever. Those are the only colors I didn't use. Oh, now I know my other footage was out of focus because this looks bomb. Okay. So now I'm going to finish off my eyes with some eyeliner. I want to go green. What do I want to do? I'm doing the Silk Kisme L'Oreal liner in True Teal. Ooh. These are so good. Very, 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 very pigmented. Best drugstore highlight. Best drugstore eyeliner for sure. Now I'm just going to take that blending brush and blend underneath. Now I'm also going to take that pointed end where I had all that purple and blend underneath. Just all residual product. I haven't dipped back into my my palette at all. And I think this calls for a liner, like a wing liner. Just gonna use this Ciate. It's kind of dry, so that's why I didn't want to use it, but I guess I won't really do a wing. I'll just line. Because the lashes that I'm going to use actually have a wing on them. So, yeah, I'll just do that. When your mascara is dry, it makes everything so much harder. I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Big Shot Mascara. Yeah. It's kind of drying out too, y'all, to be honest, but it's still doing the trick. Now I'm going to do my bottom lashes. I feel like this look turned into like a Jackie Aina look because I feel like she always just like tries stuff that you would never like think go together, and then it just ends up looking kind of cute. Because this teal liner, I made it up. Like, really, I did. So there's that. I'm going to take my foundation brush and kind of go over under my eyes because that baking powder, as you can see, has completely soaked into my skin. because it's hot and it melts into your skin. But I don't want any flashback, so that's why I'm going back over it with my foundation brush. And with the mascara. And just darken back up my moles. Because when I put on foundation, they get covered up. And next, I'm going to put on my lashes. They are so bomb. I don't even know what the style of these is, but this is the lash glue I've been using lately. It's the Sassy eyelash glue, and it's for individuals, but I've been using it on my strip lashes, and I really, really like it.